Few thinkers have shaped the way we question, learn, and seek truth like Socrates. Known for his relentless questioning and groundbreaking contributions to Western philosophy, his ideas on truth, ethics, and the meaning of life continue to influence the world today. But beyond philosophy, Socrates left behind powerful insights that go beyond theory, practical wisdom that can transform the way we navigate success, challenges, and personal growth in modern life. Socrates is often remembered for his saying, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This phrase sums up his approach to both life and learning, one that encourages deep introspection, critical thinking, and, most importantly, humility. The journey to success, whether in personal development, career, or relationships, begins with understanding ourselves and acknowledging that there is always more to learn. Throughout this video, we'll explore 7 life-changing lessons from Socrates, and you'll see how they are not just ancient concepts but powerful tools for achieving success in the modern world. These lessons transcend time, offering guidance for everyone from entrepreneurs to students, from people navigating relationships to those seeking personal fulfillment. But before we dive into this, let's take a moment to understanding who Socrates was and why his teachings still matter today. Socrates, who lived in ancient Greece between 470 and 399 BCE, is often considered the father of Western philosophy. Unlike many philosophers before him, Socrates didn't write down his teachings. Instead, his student Plato recorded many of his conversations, which is how we know most of what we do about him today. Socrates was known for his unique approach to learning. He didn't claim to have all the answers. In fact, he famously said, "I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing." This statement is crucial because it highlights one of his core principles, the importance of humility in the pursuit of knowledge. Socrates' method of teaching was through dialogue and questioning, known as the Socratic method. Rather than simply lecturing or providing answers, he would engage his students in deep, thought-provoking conversations, asking them to question their own beliefs, assumptions, and values. He believed that true wisdom came from recognizing one's own ignorance and then striving for continuous self-improvement. You might be wondering, what does ancient philosophy have to do with success in our fast-paced, modern world? Well, Socrates' teachings were designed to make people think critically about their choices, their values, and their actions. These principles are incredibly relevant to today's world, where we're constantly faced with complex decisions, overwhelming amounts of information, and an ever-changing landscape. Socrates was a master of self-examination, and his lessons can help us improve not only our personal growth but also our professional success. His ideas about humility, questioning, self-awareness, and learning from experience can guide us toward better decisions and help us grow both as individuals and as leaders. Socrates' most famous quote, "The only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing," is both profound and paradoxical. At first, it may sound counterintuitive. How can admitting ignorance be considered wisdom? But Socrates wasn't saying that knowledge is unimportant, he was emphasizing that humility is the foundation of wisdom. Acknowledging that we don't know everything opens the door to learning and growth. Socrates understood that the more you know, the more you realize how much you still don't know. This is what's called the Socratic paradox: the more you learn, the more aware you become of the limits of your knowledge. In ancient Greece, many people claimed to have all the answers. But Socrates believed true wisdom lay in questioning everything, especially our own beliefs. By admitting ignorance, Socrates didn't feel less wise, he recognized that the pursuit of knowledge is endless. The humble recognition of one's limitations is the first step toward real understanding and success. Approach every challenge with curiosity. Instead of assuming you have the answer, ask, "What more can I learn about this?" Seek knowledge, listen to different perspectives, and always be willing to update your understanding. This applies not just in business, but in all areas of life. Relationships suffer when we assume we know what the other person is thinking. Careers stagnate when we stop learning new skills. Personal growth halts when we refuse to question our own beliefs. Socrates once said, "I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think." This statement captures his unique approach to learning and understanding. Rather than offering simple answers, Socrates engaged in a dynamic process of inquiry, challenging those he encountered to explore their own ideas through a series of thoughtful questions. This style of questioning, now known as the Socratic method, invites a more thoughtful exploration of ideas. Imagine you are faced with a difficult decision. Instead of quickly choosing an answer, you might pause and ask, "Why do I believe this is the right choice?" This simple question makes you look at the reasons behind your thoughts. It helps you see if there are any hidden assumptions that you never questioned before. Another question you might ask is, "What might be wrong with my reasoning?" This pushes you to think about any mistakes or biases that could be affecting your judgment. Sometimes, our own beliefs can blind us to other possibilities. Asking this question opens your mind to new ideas. A third question could be, "Am I considering all viewpoints?" By asking this, you invite different opinions into your thought process. You might learn something new by simply listening to others or by thinking about alternative ways to solve a problem. This method of inquiry is not about arriving at definitive answers on the spot but about engaging in a continuous process of reflection. It turns decision-making into an evolving dialogue, a journey where every answer naturally leads to further questions. In this way, the act of questioning itself becomes a powerful mechanism for intellectual growth and self-improvement. Socrates' method of inquiry did not aim for quick answers. Instead, it was about exploring the many layers of a subject. In this way, the simple act of asking the right questions turns thinking into a deeper, richer experience. Through this approach, a fuller and more nuanced understanding of ideas and situations naturally emerges. Socrates believed that self-awareness is the foundation of a meaningful and successful life. He said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Socrates believed that without introspection, we risk living life on autopilot, merely going through the motions without truly understanding our motivations, desires, or values. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which genuine growth and fulfillment are built. By questioning our beliefs and behaviors, we gain insight into who we truly are, rather than simply accepting inherited norms and unexamined habits. Imagine driving along without ever checking your map or noticing the scenery. You might reach your destination, but the journey could feel dull and unmemorable. Rather than laying out a strict set of rules, Socrates pointed out that life gains flavor when it's punctuated by moments of pause and thought. When everything is done mechanically, the richness of life might slip away unnoticed. It's less about following a rigid plan and more about the idea that even a few small moments of curiosity and reflection can reveal details that make life more vibrant. Be as you wish to seem. This simple phrase carries a weighty message about authenticity. It invites us to present ourselves genuinely, without putting on a facade just to impress others. In the quest for success, authenticity becomes a powerful force because it draws people to the real you, not just the version you think others want to see. Socrates understood that the people around us have a profound influence on our lives. Success is often shaped by the company we keep. When we spend time with those who challenge our thinking and push us to look deeper, we are given opportunities to grow and improve. These relationships force us to reflect on our own beliefs, encouraging us to be honest about what we think and why we believe it. In a world where many feel pressured to conform, being authentic can feel like a breath of fresh air. Genuine interactions with others, those who are not afraid to ask difficult questions or offer new perspectives, help us see ourselves more clearly. When someone speaks the truth, even if it's challenging, it creates an environment where true growth can occur. In these spaces, authenticity is not just encouraged, it becomes the foundation of progress. The idea of being true to yourself resonates because it is rare in a society where appearances often matter more than substance. Genuine dialogue, where ideas are shared and examined honestly, allows us to break free from superficial interactions. This genuine engagement, as Socrates practiced through his relentless questioning, reveals the beauty of being unapologetically yourself. It is in these authentic moments that deep connections are formed, paving the way for a success that is measured not only by external achievements but by the integrity of our character and the richness of our relationships. Falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. This insight from Socrates shows that setbacks are not the end but a natural part of the path to success. Instead of viewing mistakes as final defeats, they can be seen as opportunities to learn and grow. Imagine trying a new skill, like playing an instrument or cooking a new dish. In the beginning, mistakes are common. These early missteps do not signal that the effort is wasted, they simply reveal areas where improvement is needed. Each mistake offers a glimpse into what doesn't work and guides you toward a better approach. Socrates believed that what truly matters is not the fall itself, but how one responds after falling. There is quiet strength in the ability to reflect on a failure, understand its causes, and adjust one's actions accordingly. Every setback, no matter how discouraging it might seem at first, carries within it a lesson that can lead to better decisions in the future. This perspective transforms failure from a permanent state into a temporary pause, a chance to regroup, learn, and move forward with renewed determination. The process of encountering difficulties and overcoming them builds resilience. It also enriches our understanding of the challenges we face, making each subsequent effort more informed and deliberate. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. This timeless saying by Socrates carries a profound truth about the nature of true wealth. It suggests that real richness isn't measured by the number of possessions we accumulate, but by our ability to appreciate the simple, everyday blessings that life offers. Rather than chasing after endless material gains, those who find contentment in what they already have tap into a deep, lasting sense of fulfillment. In a world that often equates success with having more money, more gadgets, more status, this idea stands as a quiet reminder that the pursuit of happiness need not depend on external acquisitions. When someone is content with the little they possess, they are connected to the natural wealth that surrounds them, the warmth of a sunrise, the comfort of a close friendship, or the satisfaction of a day well spent. These are treasures that no economic downturn or fleeting trend can diminish. Today, in our fast-paced, consumer-driven society, this message is more relevant than ever. Social media and advertising bombard us with images of luxury and excess, often blurring the line between need and desire. Yet, amid this constant push for more, there is a growing recognition of the value of simplicity and mindfulness. People are increasingly turning to practices like minimalism and gratitude to reclaim a sense of inner peace. This modern shift highlights that contentment is not about settling for less in a negative way, it's about finding joy in the essentials of life. It means savoring genuine connections, valuing experiences over possessions, and recognizing that true wealth lies in our capacity to be satisfied with what we have. In this light, contentment becomes not just a personal attitude, but a powerful form of resilience, a natural wealth that sustains us regardless of life's external changes. Socrates' statement, "He who is not content with what he has, would not be content with what he would like to have," speaks to the nature of desire and fulfillment. It suggests that a person's sense of satisfaction does not necessarily come from acquiring more, but rather from their mindset toward what they already possess. Desire often functions as an endless cycle. When one goal is reached, another quickly takes its place. The anticipation of gaining something new can create the illusion that happiness lies just beyond the next milestone. However, once the desired object or achievement is obtained, the feeling of fulfillment may be fleeting, leading to yet another pursuit. Socrates' words imply that a person who constantly seeks external gratification may never truly feel satisfied, as their discontent is not rooted in a lack of possessions but in a deeper, internal restlessness. This perspective raises questions about the nature of human longing. If contentment is not found in the present, what guarantees that it will be found in the future? Socrates does not suggest that ambition or progress are meaningless, but his statement highlights how an insatiable desire for more can prevent a person from appreciating what they already have. His observation remains relevant in a world where material success and achievement are often equated with happiness. If fulfillment is always dependent on what comes next, it may remain perpetually out of reach, regardless of how much is attained. When a person learns to be content with what they have, they develop a foundation for lasting fulfillment. This state of mind makes any future success more meaningful rather than simply another checkpoint before the next pursuit. The ability to recognize and appreciate what is already within reach transforms contentment from something conditional into something that is always accessible, regardless of external circumstances. Socrates' wisdom continues to resonate across centuries, offering timeless insights on self-awareness, critical thinking, and the pursuit of truth. His teachings remind us that true wisdom begins with questioning, that an unexamined life risks being unfulfilled, and that knowledge is a lifelong pursuit rather than a destination. Through dialogue, humility, and a commitment to continuous self-improvement, Socrates challenges us to go beyond surface-level existence and seek deeper understanding in every aspect of life. His philosophy is not about rigid rules but about a mindset, one that values curiosity, integrity, and the courage to think for oneself. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel.